We have one from Martin. Do we help students? Do we help find students positions once the course has been completed? It's a question I can probably take, but I think Richard, with your recruitment side of the TIGA organisation, you can help with as well. But in terms of what Train2Game do, Train2Game are producing at the moment a significant jobs board, and we'll be launching that in the next couple of months, and that will effectively aggregate all of the jobs that are available in the interactive industry and other indeed related industries as well. That will roll them onto one site, and we can then help students prepare their CVs and their portfolios as they start to look at the jobs available on our jobs board. But I believe you've got an excellent recruitment site for the TIGA organisation as well.
Yes, a number of things worth emphasising here. We have a TIGA HR group which is made up of HR professionals from the game sector, which provides advice to TIGA in terms of advising people how to get into the games industry. We have a report, we have a publication which gives career advice, which again will be useful for people looking to get into the sector. We also have a jobs board, and we have some recruitment companies who are TIGA members. So I think we stand in a pretty good place to help people who have done the Train2Game courses, then proceed to get jobs within the sector.
Excellent. If I can just add to that, and to re-emphasise the way that the courses are laid out, all of the courses, the art course, design and programming course, we heavily concentrate on the preparation and construction of portfolio work, and this portfolio work is developed over the last 50% of the course, and we work with the students to develop these portfolios so by the time they are finished, they are polished and ready to go to potential employers.
So it really comes back again to the reiteration of how important your portfolio is as part of that getting a job. But I think the summary there is there's a lot of information and support on the TIGA websites. And the Train2Game organisation will be producing a jobs board specifically for our students for the next couple of months. I'm just going to take another question now. A question from, here's one from Martin. How much effect will the new level of destructible content affect level design in the industry? It's a bit of a technical one, I think, but definitely, Tony, especially for new people breaking into the industry through Train2Game.
It will affect quite a lot of the hardcore games. I mean, it is something that's been done in games for several years now.
Can I stop you there? Is it worth you giving a top line on what destructible content actually is for some of our sort of newer viewers, as it were?
Destructible content is when the environments, models, etc. within the game are dynamically changed by the action of the users, by the gamers themselves. And Epic first started to do this with their Unreal Engine. Everybody else that's in that high-end AAA type products are now starting to do it as well. And it's going to become more and more prevalent throughout the AAA type products.
So do you feel that that our course, both our designer course and our, in fact all of our courses, do you feel that we support this growing trend towards destructible content?
Yes, I do. But I would like to say that as any new trend is emerging into the market, what the Train2Game courses are doing is adding new content to the courses to keep them current as we move forward.
That actually brings us to another point. There's a question that's been sent in. Do we update our courses?
The short answer, Clive, is yes, we do. We have the advantage of working with Student World, which is the official Train2Game student website that they can log on, and new add-ons to the course are freely available to the students to download as the industry changes and as new studios request additional information from the courses. I can't go into too much detail, but there was a major development studio who a couple of months ago asked her to add new content to one of our courses to make it more relevant for them. We absolutely did so, and within 2 months it was available to our students.
It's worth adding to that, I think, that the TIGA Examination Committee and TIGA Education Advisors are also in a good position to advise Train2Game on how to update the courses to make sure they're aware of all the latest developments.
Excellent. Okay, and I think we've actually seen that actually happen. So the exam committee that TIGA chairs, I think, have made recommendations for additions, and those additions, I believe, have actually been rolled into some of the courses.
That's absolutely correct.
Here's a good one. This one asks a very simple question: who does Train2Game courses? And I think the question there, which is from Ben, is asking about the kind of person.
Oh, the student.
In terms of, to use a sort of marketing term, tell me about the demographic of our students.
The demographic of the students are people who are unable, due to lifestyle choices, they're married, they're in full-time employment, or due to financial restrictions, as in they have mortgages and a family to support, can't go and do full-time education, but would still like to follow their dreams and enter into this industry, and that is the majority of the people who come into the course.
I think I'd actually add to that, having seen a great deal of people on the forum and also looked at a lot of the applications. My view of who the people are that do our courses, I think it's really broad. We have people who've left university for one reason or another and decided the university perhaps wasn't for them, and they've come onto our courses. We have people that don't want to change their lifestyle. They perhaps didn't go to university, have got themselves a job and family commitments and things, and really don't want to step back into full-time education and have chosen to come on our courses. And we have quite a lot of young people on the courses as well, from sort of 17 through to around 24. Those people still living at home, being supported by their parents. And they're coming onto our courses because they don't perhaps have the financial ability or the academic qualifications. Qualifications are very important these days to get into university. And some of those people who haven't made university, who perhaps got the qualifications but didn't make university this year because places are obviously becoming more and more limited as more people improve their sort of educational standards and actually come through and apply for universities.
I suppose the only thing I would add to that course that you're right in terms of the demographics, absolutely correct. I think it's very much males, it's not very much young men.
Yes, it is primarily young men. The games industry is a primarily male dominated industry in terms of the people who work within it, but one of the statistics yesterday, especially on the social and casual side, 43% of social and casual gamers are female.
Very good, and of course when you work in a course of playing games, so it's not simply a male preserve anymore.
And I think that's going to change as well over the next few years. I think as games become broader, I think you'll see a much smaller domination of males within the games industry. So you see more females coming into it. Another few questions.
If I can just add to the previous answer, one of the serious categories of people who are coming onto our course are also hobbyists who wish to get into the industry, but they don't have the qualifications, and they are particularly looking to fill holes in their expertise. And so we're finding that we have people who have worked with modding societies and programming, and now what they want is they want to fill the holes in to give them a proper education.
Excellent. We've got one for Richard here. Someone, in fact this is from another Richard, has his finger on the pulse. It's not you, it's surreptitiously how do you feel about the current tax situation for the UK games industry? Very topical subject.
Well, the tax environment for the UK games industry is not propitious to our success. The fact of the matter is, all our key competitors, Canada, France, many states in the United States, have tax breaks for games production, and that gives them a cost advantage against our own development studios.
So do you feel the UK has become uncompetitive as it relates to the sort of the world platform of games development?
UK game studios, I think, can stand with the best in terms of competing on innovative products, competing very well on skills. We have some very, very talented people working in the sector with some great management teams with great experience. But on the issue of price and the issue of cost, we are at a disadvantage because our competitors, especially in Canada, do have this tax advantage against us. That's why TIGA has been working so hard, so assiduously over the last 2 years to make sure that we do get a tax break against production. We're working very hard with governments, with politicians and with the media to get our message across, to make it clear that this would be an investment for the UK games industry. I'm always optimistic. You have to be optimistic in this business, and so we're going to continue the campaign until we make sure we get our tax break against production.
Excellent. Richard, I hope that answers the question for you.